Hi guys, and welcome to Heart Speak Warriors Forum, where we provide practical information for daily application and your inspiration and motivation. So today I'm really just dropping by to say hello. I've got an incredible amount of background noise, like the dogs keep barking, there are kids across the street playing, but I didn't want to miss the day of coming in to tell you that at least I love you and that I'm thinking about you during this time, and I know that we are apart, but here we are so together in the chaos. And I have like the worst headache right now. Well, I can't say that. I've had headaches that are worse. This one's at least allowing me to function, but my eyes hurt because of the light, and I'm still on my computer. Like, I'm gonna do one of my husband's numbers and turn my phone around so you guys can see my setup here. I've got one monitor here and another here, and then I've got my laptop there. So it's a serious setup. Like it's kind of a big deal. Um, um, and it just allows me to get the work that I need done, because what's really crazy is I need all the screens. I need all of them. So for anybody else who's working at home, I got a couple. Maybe that's what I should talk about. Like a couple tips for not going crazy when you're working from home, as far as like your physical is concerned. So maybe that's what we'll do, a quick discussion on that, just to say that if you're stuck at home, well, not stuck at home, if you're working from home and you have a job that allows you to do that, then one of the things that you should probably do every single day is, no, I don't want to say that. If you have a setup that you can break down every day, you don't necessarily want to break it down every day, but definitely push it out of the way so that you kind of have that created workspace versus a something that you kind of confuse with your personal and home and stuff like that, because you want to make sure you're separating them. You want to create a separate workspace for yourself as much as possible. Now, what I have set up is just kind of temporary. I hadn't expected to be here for like 6 months, but I mean, maybe 6 months, I don't know. So I'm just kind of going with it, but I do close everything down and push it out of the way at the end of my work day, so that I can get into my house and get into kind of my personal mode. So definitely do that for yourself. Create that separate workspace, whether it's in a separate room, like maybe you have an extra bedroom, or you have a corner of your house that nobody really uses very much, or maybe you're trying to convert a portion of your living room into your workspace. But definitely make it separate so that when workday is over, you can shut down the workday. Don't be tempted to work a bunch of extra hours just because it's convenient, because you don't have to drive, because you're not going anywhere, because you don't have to get dressed. Don't be tempted to constantly get behind the computer and do something extra. Don't take the after work phone calls and text messages that you wouldn't normally take. Just because, like I said, just because it's convenient, just because you're home, just because it's easy. Don't do that. Like, can maintain that separation, maintain that balance for yourself, because it is incredibly important for you to do that, not just for your mental health, but for your physical health as well. The other thing that you want to do is get up, move around. Don't stay stagnant during the day, because it's something else that you can get accustomed to, just kind of working straight through the entire workday and not breaking it up. Like, Roger came home a little while ago, and I had just gotten out of the shower. I just finished washing my hair, and he's like, "What are you doing in the shower in the middle of the day?" And I'm like, "This is what I do now. This is how I live my life. This is my quarantine work from home life. I take my showers middle of the day, because it's a nice break from my desk. It's a nice break from my work. It's a good way to spend my lunch break, since I'm gonna eat at my desk anyway. So it's a good way to spend my time without having to go outside if it's not nice, because I'm big on warm weather. I'm big on sunshine. So if it's like 60 degrees and windy, you can cancel Christmas. I will open the window, I will open the door, but I'm not going outside. It's too cold. So so there's that. Make sure that you're giving yourself breaks away from the desk, breaks away from what you're doing. Don't work straight through. Like, give yourself that mental break. Give your eyes the break. Give your brain the break. So then I guess the other big thing would definitely be to make sure that you are entertaining yourself in a fashion that is not distracting. Because at work, you don't have your television, you don't have your radio. I mean, a lot of us, I guess we do because we have our phone, so you have both TV and radio, but I mean, you're not turning on your television, flipping through your cable at work. You're not, turning on your record player at work. So if you're like me and you need ambient noise, turn on something on your phone the same way you would do at work, that gives you the noise, or that something you've seen a million times over, so you know what is happening without having to look, or play your favorite Pandora station, or run your Spotify playlist. Whatever it is that you would normally do at work, do that here. Like, do that while you're working at home, because you don't want to get to the place where you're caught up in something that you're watching on television. You don't want to distract yourself away from what you're supposed to be doing, because you do want to be productive. You don't want to get caught watching a 2-hour movie in the middle of the day when you're supposed to be working. But you also don't want to deprive yourself of the same distraction, the same ambient noise, the same music, the same TV show, whatever it is that you would typically have at work. So the best thing that I can say is definitely set yourself up so that you are as close to your typical work environment as possible, so that you are as productive at home as you would be at work. Because the worst thing that you can do is kind of get into the habit of falling into a lull where you're not as productive, you're not pushing as hard, you're not doing as much, and you go back to work and now you have to kind of get back into the groove of things. The other side of the spectrum is you don't want to get into the habit of doing too much, getting involved with things after work hours, taking phone calls, much later in the day than you would normally, or starting much earlier, because at the end of the day, when you go back to work, you're not going to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning if your typical schedule is 8. You're not going to work on something at 8 o'clock at night if you typically get off work at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So just try to maintain as much normalcy during this time as possible. It is going to make you feel better. It is going to keep you in a routine that is going to make it easy for you to transition back to the office once all of this has subsided and we're able to kind of go back to what was considered our daily routines and our daily kind of normal hustle and bustle is the best way to probably say that. So that said, I love you guys. I am going to get out of here. My team meeting is at 3:30. I realized that I hadn't done this for you. I did want to do it a little bit earlier, but it's good that I did it now, because you get to see me in my pretty little shawl thingy that I picked up when we were in Kroger the other day. And I tossed it on for my team meeting, and after I washed my hair, I wrapped my hair up, because I didn't want to go to the team meeting looking like I just rolled out of bed. That's one of my goals every day, is to not look like I've just rolled out of the bed. So I hope that I've accomplished at least that for this video and for the team meeting. So if it's your first time here with us, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and then ring that bell so that you can get notifications of all the videos. Like, comment, share, and definitely don't be afraid to come back, and don't be afraid to watch through some of the older videos. I hope everything has been helpful. Again, I love you. I think that you're the most amazing person that I know, and I'm grateful every single time you stop by Heartspeak. I love you as part of my tribe, as part of my circle, as part of my family, and I am so happy that we have a chance to be together like this. I am planning, for all of you who've been with me a little while, you know that I don't typically do live videos, but I am planning a live video for Monday, probably around the 11:30, 12 o'clock hour, simply because I am gearing up and getting brave to do some next level connection with you guys, where I can actually respond to you in real time the same way I do when I hang out with my husband on his channel on Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, another great channel that you guys can check out. Alrighty guys, I love you. Have a great day. Do something awesome. Be kind to someone. And again, start reaching out to people that you haven't reached out to in a while. Text them, call them, email them, video call them, put together a conference call on Zoom or Skype with you and 700 of your best friends, load videos up on Facebook, put your pictures up on Instagram, you know, whatever it is that you got to do to reconnect with the world at large while you are at home. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you again tomorrow, because again, I said I was going to be here every single day for you until we are not on a modified kind of self-quarantine, self-isolating, stay-at-home kind of order from the government, from the state, just until. And then who knows, I might get in the habit of it so much that I would miss you when I didn't do them, and thusly I may be with you every day like my husband is. Maybe not as exciting as he is, but perhaps. You never know. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you for stopping by HeartSpeak again. Don't forget to like, comment. I do like responding to you guys' comments, and then share and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you right back here again tomorrow.